Hello there, Golf Freak here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play of The Witcher 3. We leveled up, which means I should have an additional... No, we have a mutagen slot now. We don't have anything... I don't care about the poison overdose. Um... Max toxicity by 1, potion duration time by 5% as a buff. So getting some points in green might be worth it at a later point. Like the idea of Fire Stream. More so than the active shield. So what it could have been is I was thinking about the what's been killing them. It very possibly could have been the werewolf. I mean, it could have been her through the werewolf, as she was just protecting herself through that. Um, so yeah, that may have been a. I think both of those were wrong choices, if you know what I mean. But I got the feeling I picked the worst one. But then again, I did it based on the limited information I had.
You white one, look like you. I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me.
That Trito.
It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologised. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. And as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that.
I still think it's mostly your
Very
fault,
well,
though.
then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they
That's why
placed
you
magic
ask,
tethers in
how?
tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my arse waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fought of his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
The word once given. Now, what did I last?
Basilisk. It just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
The tree!
Brutes.
It's got poison, huh? Okay, this was not where I was expecting it to go.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Am I supposed to climb? There we go. Is it making all of those noises? Can you sheath this knife? And his knife's gone all of a sudden. Because we're back, I guess.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me. I shall never forget it.
I certainly hope not. It's brought me no small trouble.
Meaning?
I must flee. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
A wild hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for the sorcerers, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could,
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
I'm going to say yes because I want to mess up with with the crones. I want to spite dude out just to spite the crones.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwater. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
And it's kind of like these guys are both.
Dare you! Sorry,
What was that?
you tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Arnold shit.
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a towel up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damn foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
What?
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carving, smart ass. Someone wagered him and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the Lord's former master.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day, and one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresun's blind. One fellow, the merchant, took it especially hard. He gambled away everything he brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, now I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. His wisdom, cunning in that bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining
dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. Hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
So that's pretty high level. This is level 10, so I guess now we have, so that's a level 9. Eh. There is loot there. Apparently I have a pass. Not that it matters. Are there any Witcher contracts? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do some contracts. We'll start with the lowest level ones. But before I do that, there's actually a nest right here I can take out. We're already almost halfway to level 11. Were those? I got some gear. Are they any good? Did the exact same thing. That's way worse. This is slightly worse.
First the armies pass, then the fox, now the other.
So yeah, we'll do that. Then we'll go back and fast travel down to wherever this contract is.
Master Witcher, there's an elven burial ground in the caverns near about some crops, and the monsters roaming about it. There are a lot of them beasties you've, you know. Master Witcher, there's an elven burial ground in the caverns near about mid-cops, and a heap of monsters roaming about it. There are a lot of them beasties you've, you know. Witcher, there are a lot of them beasties you...
Huh. I don't think I got a quest or anything for that.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Got him a bucket of beans.
Hi. Velen Longsword. Enhanced Devil's Puffball. Another Velen Longsword. gold ruby ring. I think I want to keep that. Okay, behind me for the fast travel. Yeah. So I shouldn't have too much difficulty on level 6. Once you hit about the same level as them, then you start doing sufficient damage. But that's what it looks like happens. It's damage that occurs. It's like a damage scale, so you do less damage against things that are higher level and they have more health. So, all right. So he is all the way up there. Did I go up there? No, I haven't been up there. Yep. So much easier. So it looks like those guys were just convenient bandits that were around. What? What hit me? Oh, it must have been an arrow. And you stop moving. I don't like that. You know what? That is pretty sweet. Okay. What an embarrassing way to die. Spread eagle? Well, you know, it's time for me to cut this video off. Thank you all much for watching, and God bless.